Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Good morning all my dear students. Today I am taking biology class, and in that we are studied about the biological classification. We have studied the introductory and different kinds of kingdom system. Okay, we have studied till the different kingdoms, that is Monera, then Mycota or Protista, fungi, then Plantae and Animalia. These 5 kingdoms we have studied in previous classes, and also we started with the virus, right? Virus, viroids and prions. These are the acellular organism, and lichen, it is also not included in any of the kingdom system because it is having a dual organism that we are going to study in later sections. Okay, first we studied about the virus. Virus are nothing but a acellular organism which do not contain a definite structure of cell. They do not contain a definite structure of cell and they do not show a exact living character. They are not exactly a true living organism, so they are not included in any of the kingdom system. ಯಾವ kingdom system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ include ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ living character ಅಂತ ಸಹ ತೋರಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, and also they are acellular. Here viruses are living only inside the host. Host ಇರುವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಲೀವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Outside the host it will act as a just chemical constituents. They act as a just chemical crystals. Okay, again if it get a host, particular host, again it affect the cause diseases to the organisms, and they are obligate parasites. They are obligate parasites. They are obligate parasites. I have told obligate parasites means the organism which will not live outside the host. They are not able to live outside the ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಹೋಸ್ಟಿನ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ, ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ದ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಲೀವ್ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್, ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ viruses act as obligate parasites which live only inside the living organism. If it is removed from the host cell or host organism, they will not show any living character. So they are truly non-living, do not show any living characters. And also we studied who first called the term virus. Pasteur, who called the term virus, and later it was studied in details by Ivanovsky, Merit Ivanovsky in 1893. He first isolated the virus from mosaic disease of tobacco. From the mosaic disease of tobacco, he extracted a virus from the mosaic disease of tobacco, and later one more scientist, Benjernik, who also isolated, who find out that the fluid extracted from the diseased plant, when he transfer it to another plants, healthy plants, that plant is affected by mosaic diseases, and he called that fluid content as a contagium vivum fluidum, which means a poisonous or infectious fluid. Okay, that contagium vivum fluid is nothing but a infectious fluid which cause diseases in organisms. So later Stanley, who crystallized this virus and found out that the chemical constituents of the virus is nucleoproteins. They contain nucleic acid and protein. They are simply made up of nucleic acid and proteins. Here in normal cells, a simple cell may be made up of different kinds of biomolecules like fats, proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids, and different kinds of biomolecules you can see in a normal cell. But here these viruses contain only nucleic acid and proteins. So they have genetic material, they have and protein content, protein coat, genetic material and protein. Here genetic material will cause disease. Here genetic material will cause the diseases. Only the genetic material is responsible for the causative nature of the virus. ಏನು genetic material ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, either genetic material ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ genetic material ಇರ್ತದೆ, either RNA or DNA is a genetic material present in a virus. This is the main feature of the virus. This will cause the diseases in the human body, in any of the living organism. ಈ genetic material disease ಅನ್ನು cause ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ and protein content will not. It will just protect the genetic material. Genetic material may be either DNA or RNA. Not both the DNA and RNA is not found in the virus. Virus ಅಲ್ಲಿ DNA RNA ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. either DNA or RNA ಇರ್ತದೆ. Any one of the genetic material is present. You know, DNA means dinucleotide, deoxynucleic acid, and RNA ribose nucleic acid. Here deoxyribose nucleic acid. Write down the deoxyribose nucleic acid and ribose nucleic acid. Here DNA is nothing but deoxyribose nucleic acid. RNA is nothing but ribose nucleic acid. These are the two genetic material present in viruses as well as in higher organism. We can say DNA as a genetic material. DNA ಯಾವುದು genetic material? ವಂಶವಾಹಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು DNA ಇಂದ ಆ ವಂಶವಾಹಿಗಳು ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So DNA and RNA is present in a virus and that may be the reason for the causative nature of the virus. Virus is the causative nature ಗೆ ಅದು ಕಾರಣವಾಗಿದೆ. Next other factors. In plant virus, the plant virus usually made up of plant virus is made up of RNA, single stranded RNA. Here usually the plant nucleic acid is made up of single stranded RNA. Here the plant virus having single stranded RNA and animal virus have single stranded or double stranded RNA or double stranded DNA. Here animal virus is made up of single stranded or double stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA. Animal virus is made up of single-stranded or double-stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA. Plant virus is made up of single-stranded RNA, and bacteria, some of the virus may also cause the bacteria. As bacteria smaller, these viruses are smaller than bacteria. Some of the virus may also cause diseases in bacteria, or they affect the bacteria. That type of virus we'll call it as bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is nothing but a type of virus which infect the bacteria. It is a type of virus which infect the bacteria. Here this contain double-stranded DNA. Here this bacteriophage contain genetic material as double-stranded DNA. They contain double-stranded DNA. This bacteriophage, very important, may be asked what is bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is nothing but a virus causes diseases in bacteria, or the virus which infect the bacteria is called as bacteriophage. They contain double-stranded DNA. Along with that, this genetic material is outerly covered by a protein coat. It is covered by protein coat called capsid. Okay, contain a protein coat called capsid, and this capsid may be made up of subunits. This capsid may be made up of a subunit, small subunits called as capsomere. Okay, these small subunits of capsid is called as capsomere, that may be arranged in helical or polyhedral shape. That I have drawn the structure. Just take down the structure. Usually the tobacco mosaic disease is caused by mosaic virus, tobacco mosaic virus, TMA. I have explained in last class. So just draw down here. It is made up of helical like. This genetic material is helical, and around this, okay, this is if you consider this is a genetic material. This is nothing but a genetic material, okay, and it is having a smaller protein subunits. These are nothing but the protein subunits, okay. Here usually the plant virus is made up of, this is a plant virus, tobacco mosaic virus is a plant virus which contains genetic material as RNA genetic material anna hondirtade, and these are the subunits. So it protect the inner genetic material annadu protect ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So this is protein content called capsid, and each unit is called capsomere. Each unit called capsomere. This is RNA or genetic material. Understood? This is a genetic material or RNA. Usually in plant virus we can see the RNA as a genetic material. Maybe it is a single stranded RNA molecules may be present, and it is protected with helical arrangement of the capsomere. Capsomere is helically arranged. Helical arrangement andre gottalla, hige round ಆಗಿ spiral ಆಗಿ spring. You have observed the spring arrangement of spring, like that arrangement we'll call it as helical arrangement. One more important bacteriophage we can study. I have told bacteriophage means the virus which cause that infect the bacteria. So study, let us see the structure. So it is made up of head first, This is head portion. It is polyhedrally arranged. They may be polyhedrally arranged and it is having a collar-like structure. This is head region and it contains a collar. This is a sheath. This is a sheath. Here genetic material is present inside this head region. Head region ಒಳಗೆ genetic material ಇರ್ತದೆ, usually double stranded DNA, and this region we'll call it as head. This is nothing but the capsid layer. This head region is nothing but the capsid region and this is sheath. These are nothing but the tail fibers. Okay, these are tail fibers which help to attach the this virus on the surface of the bacteria. Bacteria idu bacterial cell adre on the surface you can see the firm attachment. This fiber help to, this is a bacteriophage, they can firmly attach on the surface of the bacteria in order to inject the genetic material. The genetic material ಅಥವಾ DNA ನ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಈ tail fibers help ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So this is a structure of bacteriophage, may be asked for 1 to 2 marks. Important, just note down the different parts. These are the two different example structures given for viruses. TMA virus, if you observe in a simple or a low power microscope, you can just see like a rod shaped structure. Only this virus, this structure is observed under the electron microscope. Electron microscope ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ clear structure ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು observe ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Next we'll see different kinds of the virus which infect plants as well as animals. Okay, here the virus that infect the humans or animals. Animals, usually humans, which are the, we'll see humans, that is humans, which are the virus causes diseases. First one is mumps. In Kannada we'll call it as Kepetraya. This is the virus infected person, his salivary glands present inside the neck. No, in this region we can see the salivary glands. Ee region alli salivary glands irtade. So you can see the swelling of the salivary gland due to the infection of the virus. Paramyxovirus. Due to the infection of paramyxovirus which infect the mumps. Okay, the disease called mumps. This is infected by paramyxovirus. In this what symptoms we can see? Swelling of the salivary gland. So ee regionally swelling irodrinda you can see the swelling of the chin athwa cheek regionally swelling kaantade. Next, smallpox. This is caused by virola. This is caused by the virus Virola. It is not there. Just for your reference I am telling. No need to remember these names. Paramyxovirus, Virola idra ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Just remember this mumps, smallpox and later give an example. Okay, just for your reference I am telling the virus name. So Virola virus which cause smallpox. Smallpox ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಡಿಬು ರೋಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, the small that bubble like wounds are present on our skin. The bubble ತರದ್ದು ಒಂಥರ ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ on our skin. That is nothing but the symptoms of smallpox which is caused by the virus Virola, which is very infectious. Even chicken pox is also caused by a virus, a type of virus. Next, herpes virus, herpes virus you have heard. ಸರ್ಪಸುತ್ತು ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ಪಸುತ್ತನ್ನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಹರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, which is caused by the virus herpes simplex virus, or short form HSV, caused by herpes simplex virus. It is caused by herpes simplex virus which cause a series of bubble like wounds formed on our skin. You have heard about the ಸರ್ಪಸುತ್ತು ಹೇಗಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ, ಒಂದು ಗುಳ್ಳೆ watery bubbles will be appear on the skin. That is the main symptom of herpes virus, herpes disease. Next, influenza. It is also a type of virus which cause flu, common flu, which it directly, it may mainly affect on our lungs system ಗೆ affect ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So it causes throat infection, sneezing or difficulty in breathing. That is caused by this influenza virus. If properly, if these diseases are not treated properly, it may lead to the death of the organism or death of the individual death ಗೆ cause ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. If you don't give a proper medication, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಮೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡದಿದ್ದರೆ it leads to the death of the individual. So very careful about this virus. You have to take the proper antibiotics when any virus infected on the human body. Okay, next one more is AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This is AIDS full form acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Have heard about the AIDS which is caused by HIV virus, HIV. This is a disease, AIDS is a disease, and HIV, this disease is caused by HIV virus, that is human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus. This is a full form of HIV. This AIDS is usually called as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, here this virus mainly, this HIV virus mainly affect on the immune system. ಹೇಗೆ effect ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ our immune system, we have so many defense mechanism in our body ಅಲ್ವಾ. WBC ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, that shows the defense against any of the bacteria or infection. ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ WBC cells ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದು fight ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ to kill that organism. So what happens in case of this HIV virus, our body, our WBC is not able to recognize this ಫಾರಿನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಈ HIV ವೈರಸನ್ನು ಅದು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್. ದಿಸ್ HIV virus will start to multiply more and more. So what happens, it eats all our cells, it uses all our cell. It is a host, this is a parasite, obligate parasite ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ we are prone to any type of the diseases. Okay, we are prone to any type of the diseases. Any common flu or any fever may cause death in a living organism, because ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ತಿನ್ನಿರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ರೆಕಾಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ till now any medicines or medications are not found out for AIDS. So it may be usually caused, it may be transferred through different means. The different means alli transfer ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So that you are going to study in later classes. Okay, in later classes you are going to study about the AIDS. Okay, just now this what is AIDS, how it is caused. It is caused by the virus called HIV, and what are the symptoms. That's enough. Okay, next we'll move to the one more acellular organism. Okay, before that, some of the virus also cause diseases in plants. Plants is also very important for human welfare, right? Alva, human welfare ge various plants also very useful. So it cause diseases like leaf rolling, leaf curling, vein clearing. I'll explain one by one. Yellowing of leaf, dwarfing, stunted growth, These are the main diseases. And mosaic formation, one more important, that is mosaic formation. These are the main symptoms seen. Symptoms ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದು ನಾವು ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಲೀಫ್ ರೋಲಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೈರಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಅದು ಲೀಫ್ ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಲೀಫ್ ಕರ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ shrunken, they show a shrunken like structure. So leaf curling ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ curling ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Vein clearing, you can see vein clearing in commonly this plant. Okay, this is vein clearing disease caused by virus. You can see the vein clearing disease. Okay, idanna vein clearing, you can see the yellowing only on the region of the veins. Okay, starting stage alli veins ella yellowing ಆಗ್ತದೆ. On later days the entire leaf become yellow. ಈ entire leaf yellow ಆಗ್ತದೆ starting with the vein clearing. This is an example for vein clearing disease. You can observe in your gardens or on roadside, you can observe these type of diseases. And yellowing of leaf, suddenly the healthy plant will their green leaf turn into yellow coloration because of the infection of the virus. And dwarfing, you can see some long growing plant, suddenly it grows very short. You cannot see further growth in the plants. That is due to the effect of the virus. And also stunted growth, irregular growth, andre otrashi grow ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, that is stunted growth. You can see definite structure, ಹೇಗೆ leaf ಒಂದು correct structure correct ಆಗಿ grow ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ grow ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಂತ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಂಟೆಡ್, ಹೀಗೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ತರ ಬಗ್ಗಿ ಪುನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ತರ, ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟಂಟೆಡ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೊಸೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್. On the leaf surface you can see the patches, okay, and these patches are of different colors. ಒಂದೇ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇರ್ತದೆ. sometimes it may dark yellow, so it shows a mosaic like structure. So you have seen mosaic tails ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಓಲ್ಡನ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, when you are small the mosaic tails ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಲರ್ ಇದ್ದು the spots ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. So same way on the leaf you can see different varied colored spot that looks like a mosaic appearance. So that type of disease we'll call it as mosaic formation or mosaic disease. These are the different symptoms shown by the effect of virus. Virus effect ಇಂದ ಈ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರದ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೈರಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ move to the one more acellular organism, that is viroids. One more disease called virus, and this was first identified by T.O. Diner. This was first identified by in 1972. It was first identified by T.O. Diner, who found out that some causative agent will cause diseases in some plants, okay, some organism alli adu disease cause ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. When he observed in details, he found out the organism which is smaller than virus which is responsible for the disease. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವೈರಸ್ ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದಂತಹ ಜೀವಿ ಆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. and he called later on detailed study ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, once he identify the organism we go for biochemical nature, ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. at that time he found out that these viroids contains only genetic material like RNA. It contain RNA as a genetic material. So he found out free RNA, genetic material free RNA is responsible for the causative nature of the causative organism. Here he found out free RNA is responsible for the disease in a particular organism. So they contain only genetic material, RNA material. So he called it as a viroids. Means it lacks protein content, it lacks protein, the outer protein cover is not present, so he called it as a viroids. Okay, understood? Here virus alli protein matte genetic material irtade, illi only free RNA responsible for causing diseases, and it is smaller than a virus, virus ಗಿಂತ smaller ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. and ಈ genetic material ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ viroids ಅಂತ ಇದನ್ನ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. it is usually cause diseases like potato spindle tuber disease. Okay, it mainly causes diseases in potato plant. It causes diseases in potato, that is potato spindle tuber disease. Okay, these viroids cause diseases in potato plant. They show spindle shaped tubers. You have seen the potato, how it looks. It usually looks like this, right alva, round agi somewhat oval shape alli irtade. This after the causing of this viroids, it assumes the shape like this, spindle shape alli assume ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಈ ತರ potato shape will be looks like this. So because of the disease, and ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಈ ತರ shape ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, the yield ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ affecting the potato breeders. This virus or viroids will affect the potato breeders. Okay, next we'll move to the one more Okay, one more disease is one more organism, acellular organism is prions. Prions. Okay, here this RNA contain only RNA is present, no? So it is having lower molecular weight. It is having lower molecular weight. These viroids are having lower molecular weight compared to the ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ವೈರಸ್. ವೈರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ RNA. ಹೆವಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಿಯಾನ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ okay, some in medical study some scientists found out that some causative agent causing disease, neurological disease is caused by some of the causative agents. These neurological disease is caused by some infectious causative agents, and later on detailed study they found that these are nothing but these causative agents or the causative agents are nothing but the protein molecules. It is having similar size to virus. They have similar size to virus. They cause these infectious or causative agent contain protein molecules which is having similar size of the virus. Virus ಈಗ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ size they measures. In the detailed study found out that these protein molecules which do not contain any genetic material. Usually virus ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ outer covering protein ಇರ್ತದೆ. when detail ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ protein molecules ಅನ್ನ there is no genetic material, only protein molecules is responsible for the diseases. That's why these type of causative agents are called as prions. ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ causative agent ಅನ್ನ prions ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಕಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ ವೈರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಫ್ರೀ RNA ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ prions ಅಲ್ಲಿ the size is similar to that of virus. It usually causes a disease called important disease okay, bovine spongiferum. Bovine spongiferum encyclopathy. Bovine spongiferum encyclopathy, that is BSE. This is a causative agent, this protein, the causative agent which cause diseases, neurological disease like mad cow disease, commonly called mad cow disease, which is caused by bovine spongiferum encyclopathy. So it mainly affect on the neurological or the brain system ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಿಯಾನ್ಸ್. it cause mad cow diseases. if we eat this diseased cow, ಈ diseased cow ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ we also get disease. so that will call it as Jacob disease, or it is also called as Creutzfeldt. It is also called as Creutzfeldt. It is also called as Creutzfeldt Jacob disease. This is also called as Creutzfeldt Jacob diseases. These diseases caused in humans. due to the causative agent prions. If you consume this infected mad cow disease infect ಆದ cow meat ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ we also get the disease, the brain, which mainly affect on the brain system, that will call it as Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease or CR-Jakob disease. Okay, very important. Prions, the structure and which disease is it caused. The causative disease by prions may be asked for 1 mark. Here also the causative, the main disease causing viroids ಯಾವ disease ಅನ್ನು cause ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, prions ಯಾವ disease ಅನ್ನು cause ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, may be asked for 1 marks. Okay. Okay, next we'll study about the one more important organism. They have cellular structure but it is not included under any of the kingdom system, that is lichen. Okay, lichen ಬಗ್ಗೆ study ಮಾಡುವ. Here they having a cellular system but it is not included. They contain dual organism. That is, first one fungi and one more organism is algae. Fungal component of the lichens are called as mycobiont. The fungal components in lichen is called as mycobiont. Okay, and algal components of the lichen is called as phycobiont. Okay, the algal component is called as phycobiont and fungal components is called as mycobiont. Here the fungi, these two are mutual to one another. This type of association we call it as symbiotic association. I have mentioned both the organism get in symbiotic association, both the organism get benefited, they depend on one another for various purpose ಗೆ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. that association will call it as symbiotic and they are mutualistic. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಂಗೈ ಆಲ್ಗೆಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆದರೆ ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಫಂಗೈಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಒನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಂಗೈ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್. fungi give shelter, absorb minerals and water. These gives. So here if you consider, this is a fungal mycelium, I had told alva, fungal hyphae irtadi tara. Okay, it gives shelter to the plant. Okay, it gives shelter to the algae by it absorb minerals and water which is required for the algal growth, and algae which produce food and give it to fungi. Okay, here this produces food for itself and also for fungi, both for itself and fungi. It produces food and it will consumed by fungi. So it gives these algae will be intermingled with this hyphae du madhye. This is algae, this is fungi. This is so closely arranged, these two organisms are so closely arranged that so that we cannot differentiate these fungi and algae in this lichen ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ we cannot differentiate the fungi and algae. They are closely arranged so that we cannot differentiate it as a fungi and algae. That's why it is called as, check the spelling, algae. So here because of this association, these two considered as a single organism, that we'll call it as lichen. Okay, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಕೆನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲೈಕೆನ್ ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಲೈಕೆನ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಗಲ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿ ಕೆನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಕೆನ್ ಇನ್ ಫಂಗೈ, ಆಗ ಆಲ್ಗೆಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಆಲ್ಗೆಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಲೈಕೆನನ್ನು ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕೋಟಾ ಫಂಗೈಗೆ, ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಫಂಗೈಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. So he kept it in a separate group, and here based on their structure these lichens are differentiated into three main. Based on their structure the lichens are of three types. First one is crustose, second one is foliose, third one is fruticose. Okay, these are the three: crustose, okay, crustose, foliose and fruticose. These are the three different types of lichens based on their structure. Here crustose lichens are firmly attaches on the substratum. You have seen on the tree barks. ಈಗ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರೀ ಮೇಲೆ can find a patches. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಟ್ರೀ ಬಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, this is a tree bark, right? You can see on this surface, you can see the white patches. You can see a prominent, clearly visible white patches on the tree barks. These are nothing but the lichens. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಟ್ರೀ ಬಾರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ can see white patches. These are nothing but the lichens. Crustose lichen ಹೇಗೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ completely attaches on the tree bark, so that we cannot separate. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಬಾರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಫಾಲಿಯೋಸ್ ಲೈಕೆನ್, ಇಟ್ ಶೋ ಫಾಲಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಈ ಥರ ಫಾಲಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. Can see foliar like structure, and this attaches to the substratum or the body that ಯಾವುದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಸಾಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ರೂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾಲಿಯೋಸ್ ಲೈಕೆನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಮ್, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರೀ ಬಾರ್ಕಿಂದ ಈಸಿಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ these structured lichens are called as, it is also white in color, usually white color ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು commonly visible on the surface of the tree bark ಅಥವಾ coconut bark, mango trees, ಯಾವುದೇ trees ನೋಡಿದ್ರು can find these lichens. Foliose lichens are common, but fruticose lichen which attaches to the plant by at one point ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಬಾರ್ಕ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಈ ಥರ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್, ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Okay, like this, hanging downwards. Okay, these fruticose lichens are attached at one point and they are hanging downwards from the tree bark, and this is a rare lichen. We cannot see this type of lichen in common condition. They usually in dense forest, tumba dense forest ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರದ್ದು lichens ಇರ್ತದೆ. This crustose ಮತ್ತೆ foliose lichen commonly available in ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ lichen ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ I can show this specimen on lab. Okay, in lab ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಮನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, and these lichens are good pollution indicator. These are good pollution indicator. Usually lichens will grow in all the environmental condition. ಯಾವುದೇ environmental condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು grow ಆಗ್ತದೆ lichens except in polluted area. Polluted area ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ? ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ air pollution ಅಥವಾ water pollution. Usually air pollution ಆದಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ we cannot find any lichens. By this we can found if we cannot found any or find any lichens on that area, we can consider that particular area is polluted by some of the chemicals. ಯಾವುದೇ chemicals ಇಂದ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ chemicals ಇಂದ polluted ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂಥ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ lichens grow ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, understood these lichen parts. These two important, the characteristics of lichen and also structure is not given, but for your reference I have drawn few diagrams. Okay, and these characteristics why it is called as pollution indicator, that may be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks questions. Okay, very important part. These all virus, viroids and prions. Okay, finally we conclude the biological classification is over. Next we are going to study about the plant kingdom, various kingdoms. Okay, so till now you understood all the concept. Okay, thank you all my dear students.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.